Hi, this is Ralene with RaleneCreates. Today in my financial planner, in my happy planner, I will be setting up my budget for the month of July. If you want to see how I set up my budget for the month of July in my happy planner, stay tuned. Thank you for joining me today. I am going back into my financial planner that I had set up. If you have not seen that video where I set up this financial planner in a big teacher planner, I'm going to link that up above. You want to check that out and see a little bit more detail of how I designed this, custom design this for myself. If you're interested in this particular layout and everything that I'm doing here, feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to share more information about this. I believe that the more I work with it, the more I get to like it and know what I need, I will be able to design more pages for it. I mean, right now I have my girlfriend testing it out for me as well, so that I can, I'm waiting for suggestions from her as well. So I'm looking forward to you getting involved with this as well. Also, I want to thank each and every one of you for liking, subscribing, and commenting, and just being a part of the RaleneCreates family. I truly, truly appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. And the growth of this channel has been great, and I appreciate you. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also tell a friend that all the great things that I'm doing over here, so that this channel will grow and that I will be able to continue to provide content such as this. So let's get started. So I am not going to go through this all again. I'm going to link that video up above, but I will show you a few things that I have done. I have been working in it. Okay. I think I may have said to you guys that you're going to be my accountability partners to make sure that that I'm doing what I need to do. Is so if I don't post a video, ask me how my financial plan is going to go. So as you all know, that I'm really big on goals. I am a goal setter, coach. And so I love coaching people on setting their goals. And so this was one of my goals. Okay. Not just for the year, but in general. And so, so this is part of me showing you how I'm manifesting one of my goals. Okay. So here, again, all of this is inside of the last video, so I won't go through that again. But what I have done is I am actually going through Financial Peace with Dave Ramsey. I've done it before. It was actually a required course in seminary. And so I even reached out to my professor and said, hey, now it's time for me to put some action behind all the knowledge that I have. I have this knowledge. I know this like the back of my hand. So now I need to put some action behind it. And he reminded me, and I think that's a quote that I'm going to put. Let me write a note about that. One of the quotes that they talk about with Dave Ramsey is it's 20% knowledge and 80% behavior. Okay. With that in mind, okay, I can know this till I'm blue in the face. Okay. So the 20% of knowledge that I have, but I have to have 80% of behavior. I must change my behavior. I must do things differently. We all must do things differently. So as much as I'm studying and looking at these things, I have to put some action behind it with intentionality. So I'm really big on intentions. And so I am doing the Dave Ramsey. I also found online, and if you want more information about it, it is called crown.org. They are a Christian financial organization, and they have a lot of resources as well. And it's really interesting. They align with the Dave Ramsey program. So it's not like two totally different programs. It's just another way. I'm very visual. I love visual things. And so they have what they call the financial map, which I love. Okay. I love something that's visual. Tell me I'm right here. Tell me I'm here. Tell me. That's one of the reasons why I love the whole Dave Ramsey program. The baby steps are so easy for me to kind of think I'm right here. And so we all want to get to the end zone or to the top of the mountain, but we don't want to do the steps along the way. So this keeps me focused on what I need to do and what the journey looks like and where I need to start. And so this map is on crown.org. And I really loved it. And so I have added that. And then here is the back side of that sheet. So I have added this in here. Okay. And I just moved some of my brain dumps. I finished my brain dumps. I finished my wish list. I finished my top goals. My emergency fund is where I'm at. I'm on that first baby step. And so all of that is in here. And then so here are the baby steps from Dave Ramsey, which aren't much different than that map. Okay. They have 7 steps. Dave Ramsey has 7 steps. They may be slightly different at the end of the day. The Crown talks about getting well. The first part is about getting well. The middle part is about doing well. And the last one is about finishing well. And so Dave Ramsey says the same thing in many ways. Probably Crown got it from Dave. I don't know. All I know is that it's good resources for me and I'm loving it. So I had already shown you guys that I had printed out the 7-step baby steps to financial freedom from Dave Ramsey. So I just went and got this offline and off his website, and that has them more visual for me. So, I mean, I love the colors. And so this was really nice for me and I love it. Okay. So 2 things that I want to encourage you to do. If you are at a point where finances is something that you want to do or you want to be encouraged to do, I'd love to walk alongside you with this. Okay. Right now I'm in baby step 1, trying to get that emergency fund done. Okay. Really close. Almost there. Had a yard sale yesterday that almost kind of took me over the top. So I'm right there. And then at the same time, I'm ready for baby step 2. Okay. And which is paying off the debt. So that's where I am in my process. So what I've done is I joined Dave Ramsey's program. And so I have been watching their videos. And so I've basically been writing notes as I'm doing that. So this is all what I'm doing here. I believe in my mind as I'm writing things, it helps me. It keeps me motivated. And what I loved about their videos, every video has a lesson takeaway or an action item. So there are certain things you had to do when you're finished. And so that's what I've been doing here. And so I have my budget categories and all of that. So I'm tracking my emergency fund. I actually am trying to get $2,000. And even though the goal is 1,000. So when I get to 1,000 right here, I probably will go ahead to the debt, but I want to continue to make sure that I have enough. I read an article somewhere that was saying that $1,000 is not quite enough. And so I was like, okay, I'm kind of challenging myself to go a little bit further. Okay. So that is all my trackers. And you may have seen that I did this in the last video where I did a routine. And so today we are doing our monthly routine. Okay. I'm actually setting up my goals and my plans for the month. Okay. And it's also happened to be my weekly goals because it is paycheck. Okay. So I'm going to kind of show you how I'm doing that there. And I'm following just along, and I'll show you that. Now, again, I found this quote by Dave Ramsey. It says, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went." Okay. That is a good motivating. So what I'm going to do is, and the only reason I'm doing it is because remember, I'm using this old Happy Planner. Not old. I'm repurposing a Happy Planner. Okay. I'm being a good steward of my resources. Come on now. And so I wanted to cover up that and just use this. And so, and so all I'm going to do is come here and put this here. Now I could decorate this. I'm not sure if I'll decorate it. I just want to cover up that December and have something over here to encourage me, okay? And I could find those flowers. I will, maybe, but it's not as important to decorate it as it is to have this work for me. Okay, so here's my routine, and then I just put a whole bunch of the budget sheets and the monthly sheets here so that I can grab them. Okay, let me show you what I did in June to show you that I did do what I was needing to do. And I don't know if I did this on camera or not, but I will be setting up my monthly for July. But basically, it wasn't all that pretty, but it works, okay? And again, I covered up an existing month, and this I actually really did like, okay? What I want to tell you guys about something, okay? In 1 month, just tracking, okay, and staying close to my budget, I found several things that I could cancel to save me money. I saw money that was going out that I wasn't using. Okay. And so you'll see here, I could cancel something. I could cancel DoorDash. I could cancel Stars and Black. I have not watched TV in 6 months. So it's like, why am I paying for these channels that I weren't using? So those are little things that, I realized right away that I could start saving. Okay, I'm not gonna kind of go into my money situation here, but I want to flip over here, okay, and show you that I used this page to write my goals, my daily routines. I'm tracking everything, my big wins and everything. So I really love that. So what I've done for this pay period, I am doing the same thing. I set up my goals, any special income, my bank accounts, all of that is all kind of set up here. And then I've set up my paycheck budget. Okay. Now, as I started going a little bit further into the Dave Ramsey program, they had what they call the Jump Start. Now, remember, this is not sponsored by Dave Ramsey. This is not sponsored by Dave Ramsey. This is what's working for me. I might be all over the place. It might be Dave Ramsey. There's another, I have to think of her name. There's another lady that I've been following, and I get her emails that I absolutely love. She's a Christian woman, and she talks about, I love scripture behind everything, okay? And so if a scripture, it'll motivate me and whatever. So that's one of the reasons why I love Crown, and I kind of, Kimberly, her name is Kimberly. Oh, I got to think of it. I'll think of it in a minute, you guys. If I don't tell you by the end of the minute, I will make sure it's in my description for this video. Okay. So this is the Jumpstart course with inside of Dave Ramsey. And so, as I mentioned, there's several videos, several lessons, and every one of those lessons, they end with action steps, putting your budget together, knowing what your categories are, have a vision, and all of that. So what I have done here is so I can visually go back to it. It is right here ready for me to get going. I might have to put a tab or something here because I'm going to come back to here often, even though it's in my June month. Okay, so that's all I did here is write my notes. Okay, now, as you know that this is October, this is an old planner. So I was like, okay, what do I want to do here? Okay. Could I cover that up and do it? But what I decided to do was I went to my original goals book. If you take my 21-day goals challenge, this is the sheet that is inside of there. I encourage you to always have a way to celebrate the wins. Okay. Very, very big on celebrating the wins. And so what I am going to use this page for is to document my wins for the month. Completing financial peace is a win. Having that garage sale is a win. Adding money to my emergency fund is a win. So those are things I'm going to document here, and a way to celebrate that doesn't cost money. A lot, how can I celebrate? What can I do to celebrate that win? So I am going to cover this and add this to the back of this page. Okay, so that's my Celebrate the Win page. I'll come back and do that when I sat down. I kind of remember all those things that I did here. Okay, now let's go into July. Okay, Now, what I'm going to do today is show you how I am going to set up July. Okay. Again, August 2019, and June was basically like that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to voice over this page so that it doesn't take forever and allow you to watch me set up my July pages.
I am deciding here to use the Brights book and put in the words July onto the side. Remember, I am using an outdated planner here, and so I need to put my own dates in, and I write in 2021. I'm not really happy with my writing there, but I'm enjoying it. So here I go back and look at my pages from last month and kind of see there were certain things that I wanted to use. I wanted to identify my paydays. I wanted a tracker so that I can keep track of the days that I'm doing all the various things that I'm doing here. I'm identifying the day that I will be going grocery shopping for the month. And here I did find this tracker that I like, but I'm not liking it just sitting there, so I'm kind of exploring other options that I can decorate this page. I want it to be something that I'll use, so I put it back for a little bit, and I decided to get some washi tape. And after I put down those stickers, the purple and the pink is kind of the color that I'm going. Of course, I got some blue, some green here with these with the payday stickers, but primarily the pink and the purple is the color of choice. And I use that the same washi tape to cover up the old dates and kind of just give a little pop of color. And I normally don't use washi tape diagonally, but I did this time, and I kind of like it. It's kind of covering up the left-hand side and putting a little bit more decorations in it. So now I wanted to, again, I want this to be a little bit more functional as well as decorative. So I'm going to identify some of my my bill dates on this particular calendar. So as well as I want to identify that the holiday is on the 4th. So I come here and I put down days that I'm going to meal prep and also the days that I have some bills due. I am here now. I'm going to do some color coding. When I write down my bills, I have some categories: housing, transportation, food, business, and debt. And so I'm using my mild liners, and I'm going to color code as I write in my bills that they're due. I will put them in the various different colors and use my mild liners to identify that. So this is, again, another way of being functional. So on the 1st, there's a lot of things that I will need to be doing on the 1st to prepare for the month, even though that I'm budgeting each payday. Here I have decided to put down a remember sticker for the 1st. And I'm just using some stickers here that I have just to make this a little bit decorative. I love these home stickers. I've had them a long time. And so now I found these automatic payment stickers, and I want to use them a little different places where I know that I have some automatic payments coming out. So now I go into this right hand corner, and I love this bicycle. And so I'm going to lay down some washi tape just kind of to ground the bicycle so it's not like floating in the corner, and I put it there. Now I use these stickers, yes and no. These are words that I need to be learning during this financial planning, so that sometimes I need to say no to certain things, and it's okay to say yes to some projects that I need to earn some money, so I do that as well. So now I'm just adding a few little stickers, finding some things to make this page a little bit more decorative, identify my goals, and just kind of know that I want to stay focused during this time. So I am looking back to make sure that I haven't missed anything, and I think I like it. It's decorative as well as functional, and I am ready for the month. I forgot about that I wanted to add a little sparkle because it is 4th of July, so I add a little bling to the corners, and I'm ready.
So there is my month at a glance. I So now what I would do is I would put my paycheck item here, and oh, I already have one for July. And then I'm going to use this area here for my month goals, okay? And then this will be all of my paycheck budget, my goals for the week, for that payday. And then let me get a paycheck budget sheet up here in the tracker section. I believe there's one right there, okay? And I need to print some more. Whole bunch of them. And so each pay period, I will come here and put my items together just like I did last week. And that's basically what I would be doing here. And you'll notice that I have all the other months here, and I just kind of clip them here. And I'm also going to add some additional paper because I'm taking a lot of notes. But since I only get paid every other week, I have found that, like, this is for July 9th, and then this is for the 23rd, okay, which is the next pay period. Well, I'm going to end up with these extra sheets right here. So I'm going to use those for note taking for the month or anything like that I need to focus on. So this is how I plan on making things happen for the month. Okay, I know that this one was a little, I don't know, I don't know, I'm not really saying that I needed to make it all pretty or whatever. I really wanted it to be functional. So if you'll notice in July, that's my main goal, is for it to be functional. So I hope you like this video. I'm trying to just truly be intentional and in all that I do, and especially in relationship to my finances, to be a good steward of my resources. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you'll be notified the next time that I upload a video. And remember, as I encourage you, I encourage myself. Be blessed.